What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you didn't see my first video, go check it out. There's some really useful information in there for you guys, and today I've got another good one for you. Don't forget to subscribe and like the videos, and without any further ado, let's get started. Today we're going to talk about something that's extremely important. It's the number one mistake people in their 20s make that's stopping them from allowing money to come into their lives. And in reality, people do it all the way up until they die, and they never realize this. But if you fix this, I promise you that money is going to start flowing into your life, because it has to, by law. What I'm going to tell you now is not a theory. This has been proven by science, by quantum physics. Anything in our lives we interact with, we have a relationship with. And that relationship is controlled by the way we think and feel towards everything in our lives. You see, everything that surrounds us, even the smallest particle, is energy. And because everything is energy, that includes money. So the way you think and feel towards money is going to dictate the way money feels and thinks about you. So up until the age of 7, we're mostly in theta brainwave. And theta brainwave is the closest you're going to get to tapping directly into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is where you store all of your beliefs and the things you believe to be true. So because we're constantly absorbing this information up until the age of 7, what our family members tell us, what our friends tell us, what we hear from our teachers, we mostly believe to be true. And it shapes our life going forward from then on. So now that you understand that, think about this. Whenever you heard that, oh, you have to be really smart to make money, or only certain people can make a lot of money, money doesn't grow on trees, money is hard to get, you believe that to be true. And that became embedded in your subconscious mind as the absolute truth for your life going forward. And it's extremely important that you recognize this. It's key. So then from age 7 to 12, up until we're almost teenagers, we move away from that theta brain state, right? So we don't tap into our subconscious that easily anymore. So the things we see, we no longer believe to be true that easily. Instead, we need proof. This is our analytical mind. We create a barrier from what we see to what we believe to be true. That's why you start to form really strong opinions and you start to have arguments with your friends, right? That's why differences of opinions exist. Our analytical mind defends our beliefs, and we don't all have the same beliefs. And this is where almost all of us make the same mistake that shapes our lives forever and keeps us away from money. We rely on proof to then reaffirm those beliefs that we already have. And we think that the world acts by coincidence. So whatever happens to us is true and we reaffirm our beliefs. But in reality, it's the complete opposite, and you need to understand this, because once you understand this, your life will completely change. So pay really close attention. The way in which we act and behave is shaped by the beliefs that we inherited in the first 7 years of our lives. And so the way in which we act becomes our personality. So your actions actually cause your reality to play out a certain way. It's not by coincidence. You're causing it. And it all starts from the way you think, which was shaped in the first 7 years of your life, because that's when you absorb things and you believe them to be the absolute truth. You see, your personality is really your personal reality. Everyone has a different reality. That's why differences of opinions exist. If everyone thought the same way, we would never disagree, right? So what's happening is that the way in which you act creates an outcome, which you then perceive to be your reality, and it's your reality. It's real, but shaped by your beliefs. And then the things you see and experience reaffirm that same belief that is causing the reality in the first place. And so you enter a cycle that's never ending. And the more and more it happens, the more embedded you become in that belief. So let's analyze your belief about money. You heard that money is hard to get. Only certain people are allowed to make money. And you believed it. So that's exactly what plays out in your reality. And you believe it to be true. So how do you change that? It's really simple, but not so easy. But let me give you this example. Just look around. There are millions of millionaires all over the world. Maybe someone you know. Yet, despite this overwhelming amount of proof that money is not hard to get and millions of people make a ton of it all over the world, you still believe it's hard to get. You see what I'm getting at? People have different realities depending on how they act, and their actions are shaped by their beliefs, the beliefs they inherited and believe to be true. The people making the millions or more money than you, they're not any better, they're not cuter, they're not more talented, and they probably don't even work harder than you do. They just have a different belief and mindset. And that mindset projects a different reality. And so they live in a different world. You can be standing right next to each other, presented the same argument and interpret it completely differently based on your beliefs. So millionaires have a belief that allows money to flow into their lives. And most of us believe the opposite because we heard growing up that money doesn't grow on trees, only certain people can make money, and you have to work really hard for it. And that's simply not true. So until you change your beliefs through meditation and repetition and practice, it's going to be really difficult to attract more money into your life. But if you can do it with the information I just gave you, I did it. I promise you, you're going to see amazing results. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.